What's up, Rachel? How's it going? Hey, what's up, Chaos? Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Copen? No, actually I forgot my scale. It's still in my truck. Alright, thanks, Chaos. Good luck to you. I got a Shimano Corrado 200 instead of the Daiwa. Because the Shimano is better, I'm getting a giant horse. Okay. I really couldn't say. I mean, I got a lot of... This is a Daiwa reel, so... But 200 size is pretty big though for a baitcaster. I think my old reels were like 150 size. I don't think anymore. I just throw a 100 size reel. But I don't need all that line on my baitcaster. You might though be throwing a big swim bait or something, but I just try to keep my baitcasters somewhat relatively small, like 100, 150 size. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either Shimano or Daiwa. What kind of rod are you getting? Are you gonna get the Signature Series? I was not in the military. I'm throwing the same thing I threw yesterday, a shaky head worm. Yeah, I'm throwing the exact same thing I threw yesterday since I had such luck on it. I got the packaging right here if you want to take a gander at it. This is what it looks like. That's it's backward maybe, but it's SMH worm. Good old green pumpkin. Okay, yeah. Okay. Are you gonna get the, actually I don't have mine with me today. I actually left it in the truck too, because I didn't use it much yesterday, but are you gonna get the, like a 7-foot something, medium heavy? I think you said you're gonna get a medium heavy rod to go with it. Get out to the current, push me down a little bit. Have you ever used a Berkeley cherry wood? I've never heard of a cherry wood. Was that a crankbait or something? Yeah, 7.3 medium heavy. That's probably what I was thinking. See, when I first started out, I was throwing 6.5 foot rods. Then I went up to 7 foot rods for all my rods. And now in my kayak, I like to use a 6 foot 8 rod. So I haven't ever had a rod over 7 foot before though. So, oh, cherry wood. I have not used a Berkeley cherry wood. I had a Berkeley lightning rod. I think it was called a lightning rod at one time. And I broke that over the winter on one of the rivers. Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Is that TT? Not sure. Thanks for coming in regardless. Let's turn around here so I can drop this shaky head in this brush. It's probably from the last storm that came through a couple weeks ago. There's probably some fish sitting on it. I don't know what they bass, crappie, whatever, but there's got to be fish sitting in this mess here. You only really use it from banker and not a bow, so okay, yeah. I guess if I could get a 6 foot 6, I'd probably get one of those, but 6'8" was the shortest one I could get. 7 foot rod have much more cast distance. I'm not really sure if it has any more distance. I mean, it has to have a little bit more distance, but I used to like the 7 foot rods just because I felt like I was able to give. I felt like, let's see, what am I gonna say here? I don't know. I feel like I had a little more give when hooking into a bass. There's a pupper. Hey, pupper, don't bark at me. Okay, bark at me. Yeah, you're a pretty puppy, aren't you? Oh, you're pretty doggy. What? It's okay. Might be an old Labrador. Ooh. I don't think so. I don't think it's that noticeable, but I mean, a lot of factors go into your distance on a cast. You know, how heavy your line is, you know, the weight of your lure, stuff like that, you know. So I'm sure the longer your rod, you know, the more it has, you know, going back to fling it forward too. But fish this real quick so I can get past this dog. You done now, buddy? That's a good dog. Anyway. Oh, nice. Your fishing is night here. Okay. You can't fish because it's night, or you can't fish for another reason. Thanks for coming in, though, Nicola. Have you seen them kayaks that you can on the front of them? I mean, I can stand on the front of mine, but I don't go doing that though. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, but I can stand on my bow. But mine's super stable. I can do. I mean, I wouldn't recommend standing on my bow, but I can't. Oh, Italiano. All right. We caught nothing. I just started like 12 minutes ago. They have a deck. Okay. I don't know if that would constitute as a kayak, but I guess it would. What's the brand name on them? I don't remember. I saw them scrolling. Okay. Fair enough. I'll have to look into it and maybe give my 2 cents on it later, but I'm not really sure if I know what you're talking about. I know my kayak, I can stand up in here no problem, you know, on my deck, but and I mean, there's enough space right there. I can stand up, you know, right at in the bow of my kayak. I can put my feet to the side of the hatch, stand up top there. Yo, what's up, man? Can't really hardly see the screen, there's a glare on it, but thanks for coming in. Oh, there goes the sun, I can see the screen. El Mudero or something. Oh. Hey, it's me, guy. Dog barking at me. I was just over there, dude. Don't be barking at me. We're pals, remember? Been busting right there. Minnows. So one of those days the sun's gonna be in and the sun's gonna be out all day long. It's gonna be warm and the sun's out, and cool and the sun's away. We had a pretty good day out here yesterday. I think today I'm gonna stay on this side of the lake the whole time because last 2 times I've gone through the pipe to the other side, I haven't caught much, if anything. So I'll stay over here on this side. We'll fish all the way down to the pipe and then we'll go back up the lake and float back down the rest of the day. I don't know if I'll catch anything over here. I caught them yesterday over here, so we'll see. But I didn't start this far up yesterday though, so let's see. Get myself turned around here. You gotta enjoy like days like today before it starts to heat up. I mean, it's gonna get back in the 80s this weekend and around 90 for, you know, the weekend and early next week. And enjoy a beautiful day weather-wise like today, for sure. It's the, oh, the Bonafide. You're talking about Bonafide or Bond? You said Bonafide. I think you meant Bonafide. That's what I thought you were referring to. The Bonafide. They got nice kayaks. But I think I may have seen that same ad that you're talking about. But yeah, I'll be fishing this lake today. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. We'll see how much it rains. That'll dictate what I do tomorrow. If I fish at all. Friday, I'll probably come back here and fish. And then this weekend and on into next week, I'll probably head down to the river and do some floating and fish for spotted bass and smallmouths. There's probably a few largemouth mixed in there. Hey, what's up, Kyle? This is an Old Town Sportsman. So this is an Old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota. This is what my model is. So right here, it's got a motor built for it that comes with the kayak. So this is what it looks like. This is the motor. Let me bring up my bait, I'll tell you about it. So the motor has a compartment right here that you can store stuff in. Got a little spot right here you can put like your phone or something, I guess. But like just, it all comes pre-wired. So there's a plug right here. It plugs straight into the kayak. It comes with the battery box. You throw your battery in there, and it has a plug in the box. And it goes underneath my seat here. Plugs in back here. This is my throttle over here. Yeah, this is powered by Minn Kota. A 106 just means it's 10 foot 6 inches. There's a model that's higher than mine. It's called the Autopilot. It comes with remote control to control it. It has spot lock on it. It's a little more expensive than this one for sure. That one comes in a 120, so 12 foot, and a 136, 13.5 foot. And they got one below mine that has like a pedal drive, so you use your feet to pedal it, and that makes the prop move underneath the kayak. Then they got just a basic model, that all you do is paddle and stand up in it. But they're super stable. Like I can stand up in it, like no problem, So I can fish from that all I want. If I want to stand up and throw a crankbait, try to get it down deep or something, or get a better accurate cast or something. But yep, so I mean, Old Town makes a pretty good kayak. So, but I've always used Old Town kayaks and all the kayaks I've had over the years. So it has a nice tank well back here. I can put like a cooler in there and my tackle bag, and obviously the bigger kayak you get, the bigger the tank well is going to be to hold stuff. But I got enough storage back here. I can hold cooler and my tackle bag and whatever in my dry bag. So even if I want to camp over on the river, I got enough room for a tent and everything else back there. It has a bungee cord that goes across it, so you can hold stuff in if you want to pile stuff up kind of back there. But It was up Hilly-Billy Lily. That's awesome. Do you have any other questions, Kyle, about this kayak? I'll be more than happy to tell you. Hopefully we have just as much luck we had yesterday, but we'll see. Caught one about 3 pounds and one right around 5 yesterday. So this is the kill switch. It's got to be locked in there for the motor to move. When I fall out, it'll pull the kill switch. Oh yeah, and these are my rudder pegs, so if I put my feet on here in my hands, I can move my rudder back there left and right. This is the lever that brings up the rudder and deploys it back in the water. So, helps me to turn left and right when the motor's on. But I also mess with it when the wind's blowing hard enough. Kind of keep myself, where I want to be. Hello, you catch any fish yet? I just started, I don't know, a half hour ago. Haven't caught anything yet, but I bet we'll catch something here soon. It's a matter of time. got to be a couple of bass sitting up in all these trees and brush that fell in the last storm. Yeah, ran into a car. Yeah, she's here. That was a bite thing. I'm gonna get up to this tree here and I'll check the messages. Try and get a stationary spot so I can check. Not floating away. There's this tree here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm still here in this good old state. It's better to fish in the rain. I prefer to fish right before it rains. Right as that front's coming in and getting ready to rain, that the pressure will start dropping and the fish will start feeling that, and they'll start feeding up heavy. So right before and right as it starts to rain, I think is the best time. Nothing yet, Parker. We just started 40 minutes ago. So hopefully we'll catch them like we did yesterday. But we're gonna find out anyway. Tips in the baitcaster, 0.25. Trying to think how far I can cast. 25 yards, I don't seem that far, but I guess it is. I don't like making long casts. I'm more of a short cast fisherman. I guess my logic on casting shorter distances would be if there's two bass sitting on a bank and I cast far and I catch the farthest one, and then I bring that one through the area that the other fish is at, and I spook it away, you know. But of course the water's clear and stuff, they can see you, and you got to sit back farther. You know, longer casts will do better. That was a stick. I thought that was a fish. Yeah. It's like they can sense the, you know, the pressure drop. So they know there's something going on. They gotta hurry up. Oh, fish on. That was a nice fish. That was a nice take. Right in the trees. Yeah. Come here, girl. There you go. Yes, sir. What's that? No, it's probably a pound and a half. Yeah, not that big. Yeah, I caught about a 5 down there yesterday. Yeah, there's some big ones in here. What's that?
I've got some pretty big ones down there. I ain't caught many bass though.
Yeah.
Crappie,
Oh yeah, there's got to be crappie all in this tree right here, all over there. So. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, heck yeah. Now we got to see if it's deep enough to get through all this. Or we can go around it. It's too much. Actually, I'm gonna make some more casts here. It'd be silly not to. We'll do what we do in the river. Get up on this log here and drag it over. A second, now let's just go around. I don't feel like falling in the water today. Let's just go around it. tell you guys what the guy said here in a second. Fell off. I've never used Googan ever. I've only ever heard about Googan baits. I never watched their stuff or bought any. I've never bought any of their stuff. I just stick to the stuff that I've always used. But I've kind of heard recently that something happened to him, but I couldn't speak on it. I have no idea. But anyway, that guy over there, he's like, "Oh, what did you catch? Is that a 3-pounder?" I said, "No, it's a 1.5 pounds." And then he tells me, "Oh, I caught a 10-pound bass out of here." I'm not saying that's not true, but you can't eyeball a 1.5 pound bass. I don't know if you can eyeball a 10-pounder. But who knows? I've heard of, you know, those size bass being caught out here years ago, but I don't know about that anymore. But well, I know a lot of people like to talk, and everything's 5 pounds, everything's 10 pounds, you know. What's up, brother? Captain Devo. Yes, sir. Do we need to fish this week? I'm sorry to hear that. What's up, Skeeter? How you been, Ace High? How you been, Skeeter? Used to be good. They fell off hard. Everyone says the quality is more. Yeah. Yeah, I just, man, I just stick. If I'm going to throw any kind of baits, I stick to Z-Man or Nico. Really, anything that has that elastomer plastic on it. You know, the stuff that's really stretchy and buoyant, because it'll last forever. As long as you don't lose the bait. Cheers to a beer. What are you saying cheers to a beer for? Smells like someone's burning wood out here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that. You gotta definitely keep those who, you know, sacrifice so much in our thoughts, you know. There's people out there helping the people of the war-torn nations, you know, the oppressed and the downtrodden. Yeah. People willing to fight and give their lives to, you know, help those who can't help themselves. Trying to figure out what Skeeter. Oh, okay. You look like Lojo. I have no idea. I don't know who that is. Not sure who Lojo is. Oh, he said everyone cheers. Oh, he's just saying hello, basically. Well, Skeet. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Got my braid on my stuff here. Oh, that's a good guy. it up a little bit here. Oh, he's a fishing YouTuber served. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not serve, so I'll never claim to have. Hey, what's up, the outdoor lifestyle? Thanks for coming in. It's windy in some parts and windy in What do you think about Cast King? I've never used Cast King reels. My fishing scale is Cast King. My dry bag is Cast King. I think they make a pretty good product. I think they got pretty good stuff. I've never used their rods and reels to comment about that, but I've had some of their stuff. Like I said, the scale that they make is it floats and it's waterproof, and the dry bag I've had for the river I've never had any problems with. So, but I've looked at their stuff before. It's never bought anything. So. What are you thinking about getting from Cast King? A rod and a reel? In my experience, their reels, okay. Keep that in mind next time I'm looking for a reel. I feel like Cast King doesn't get a lot of notoriety, and there's a new company I've been buying stuff from called Reaction Tackle. I buy my extra wide gap jig heads from there, so I use those for the river. I'll be busting those out this weekend. Did I bring my Helger mites? I'll show you guys my Helger mites, but I didn't bring it with me. I didn't bring really nothing today. Just one rod and a couple extra worms and hooks. I already have a oil. Oh, is that purple one? I was looking at that purple one, the purple rod and reel. Hey, what's up, bass fishing bro? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Yeah, I'll have to get all my stuff. Have to get my kayak battery charged up for the weekend and my camera batteries for the weekend. I may try to go live this weekend on the river, depending on if I have any cell service or not, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna, film some footage down there. What's up, Newton Outdoors? Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm fishing for largemouth bass. Today I'm fishing for bass. Fish on. Matter of fact, fish on. Oh, we got a jumper. Get on up here, boy. Alright, come here. Don't be. I think I might have double hooked him in the bottom. Okay. I thought I had him twice. There we go. This is what I'm trying to catch right here. I promise you the bass is not a paid actor. Ask, you shall receive. Let's get him back in the water. Good job, thank you. Nice, thanks. Oh, okay. I know they have 2-pounder. Yeah, that was 2 pounds. Might have been generous. I may give it a 1.5 pounds or something, but Mama gone fishing. All right. It's coming in, Mama. Yep. So there's some nice bass in here. You guys saw the live yesterday. It's I caught one of definitely over 4, if not 5. So right around 5. And a 3-pounder. So I've got a couple of 1.5 pounders today. What am I using? Okay. I'm using the same thing I was using yesterday. If that's your question. But so this is, I'll show you the packaging too if you want. If I can find it. Here it is. So this is the worm I'm using. This is a Z-Man. The logo's up here. Z-Man SMH. It's like a finesse worm essentially. 6.5-inch green pumpkin. So that's what this is. Has a bulb down here on the end of the tail. And the whole thing is made out of elastomer plastic, so it's buoyant. So when it sits on the bottom, this tail will float up off the bottom and it kind of shakes there, right? This is an 1/8 of an ounce SMH jig head, which is built for the worm. And I'm just putting it in there in the bottom. Just kind of shaky head rigging it, putting it, 3/4 of the way up into the body, right below the surface. So just throwing it out there and letting it sit on the bottom. If it even gets to the bottom before they grab it. Yeah, usually I keep my scale in here, and I probably should, but if I catch one I think is over 7, I'll run back and get it. But I'm going to try it. Outstanding. Biggest fish I ever caught. My biggest bass is 8 pounds, largemouth. I caught like a 9-pound snakehead once. I caught a really big carp once. I couldn't tell you how big it was, how much it weighed. I've caught some nice catfish. I'm not sure how much they weighed either, but an easy win is off. I have to look up the circuit, I guess. The KBF circuit, and see where they're going to be at, I guess. But I know down the Ozarks at the end of October every year, they have a big old tournament where you can win $10,000 twice. So you can walk away with 20 grand. Maybe I'll do that. I think the entry fee is like $200 or something for that tournament. So if I feel like spending $200, maybe I'll go fish it, but we'll see. That's what I told him. What's your my PB walleye is 0 pounds. Never caught one. I've never caught a walleye. There's definitely sauger. There's sauger and walleye around here in some lakes. I just never fished for them, nor have I had the luck to catch one. So sometime soon, I guess. But I don't hear a lot of walleye being caught around here. It's just kind of a rarity. Oh, you gonna fund me, huh? Tell you what, you fund me and I'll go fish it. It gave me more motivation to win since you funded me. So. But usually, you know, like the KBF tournaments are like 125, I think, to get into. So it's not too bad. If I win, I'll pay you back your money with some interest, right? I'll check back, brother. All right, Ace, thanks for coming in. What combo do you use? So I don't have it with me. It's in my truck. But my baitcaster is. I've got two, basically the exact same thing. I got two Bass Pro Shop Carbon Light Tech reels, baitcasters. They're kind of like a gray color. I got those in 8.3 1 gear ratios. They're real lightweight, only like 6 1/4 ounces or whatever. So they're real lightweight reels. I got two Johnny Morris Signature Series rods. I got those because they come with 10-year warranties on them, and so it's easy to return to Bass Pro Shop. But at least around here it is. But I got one medium and one medium heavy, so that kind of covers the whole gamut of if I'm throwing a jig or a swim bait, or if I'm throwing a chatter bait or a spinner bait or something, or a crank bait. Some of the treble hooks I need a little more give to the tip. So, what kind of boat are you fishing from? I love the Bass Pro spinning combos. So this is an Old Town kayak. This is Old Town Sportsman 106, powered by Minn Kota. This model is anyway. So right here you can see it. This is my motor, and it drops. I'll show you. This is my kill switch, and this motor, it pops in and pops out. You can take it, so you can take it out and put a piece there. If you don't want to use the motor, it also has a compartment right here. But yeah, so it's 10.5 foot long. That's what the 106 means on the name. So it's really stable. I can stand up, and you know, and I can fish from it. You know, I can pretty much, I can do kung fu in my kayak. No, but it's real stable. So yeah, I mean, it's a good kayak for sure. But as answer the other question, so this is a Daiwa, just a little 1,000 size spinning reel that I use for most of my finesse stuff. And this is just a cheap 6.5 foot medium action rod from Walmart, I think. So nothing too spectacular, but it gets the job done. So, and then once these reels go back on 20% off, I'll probably buy a second one in the 2,000 size, potentially, but it's gotta go. I missed the sale, so they're like $100 for these reels, so they're pretty good priced. I could have got it for like, actually, I think it was 25% off. It was like 75 bucks for this reel on sale, but I slept on it, so I didn't get one, but I should have. I could put 2 rods on that kayak. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. It comes with 3 rod holders, so you got one here, you got one back here, and you got one across from that one in the back or back here. So I got 3 rod holders in this model. I think it depends on what model you have is how many rod holders you get. So this one has 3. So what up, Gateway? Oh, oh, for trolling. Oh yeah. Yep. You could definitely troll the 2 back there. This rod holder is faced the opposite direction. So, I mean, I put a rod in here, it's in the way for paddling, but I guess it's like that maybe. So you can put it in there, have your line, you know, fall down. You have a place to put your rod while you're tied on a new lure or something, I guess. That's one I can think of. But I feel like a fish. Yep, fish rod. Good night, that thing's pulling like a dog. I'll show you guys what I pulled this bass out of. It's a nice bass. Come here, man. Come here, man. Are you gonna jump again? Nope. Okay. Come here now. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. All right. That's how you want to hook them, right on the top of the lip there, right on the beefy part. He wasn't going anywhere unless you broke my line. It's a nice fish. Nice healthy bass, that's for sure. Let's go. That might be that 2-pounder we're trying to get. Nice and healthy. All right, let me show you guys what I pulled it out of. Right out all. So this here was a whole tree that fell down in the last storm. So, oh, might have been him right there farting around. All this right here is just a big old tree that fell in the water. I just fished right on the edge of these trees here, and he thumped it. So, how many batteries can you fit? I can fit one battery in the battery box. You could probably mount a little battery because they have spots in here. You can run wires up to the rails in the front, you know, to mount a screen for a fish finder, you know. But yeah, you can put stuff. You can probably, you know, fix something inside the well here in this hatch for a 10-hour battery. Like I said, I got a tank well back there. I could put an extra battery back there if I wanted to, strap it in or something. But there's a lot of space in here for stuff. But hey, what's up, KC? Hollywood. How many batteries can you fit? So I can only fit one battery in my battery box underneath my seat here. But I'm sure there's a way you could probably add more if you wanted to. I've got a 54 amp hour lithium battery to power my kayak motor. I know a lot of guys do the 100 amp hour, but I just went with the 54. All right, now the day's picking up. Go from 0 fish to 3 fish, and just a short distance. So let's keep that going. Might as well flip back up on this tree here. See if anything else clobbers it. Say, man, nothing else. These bass fight hard out here, man. Seems like some bass just fight differently in, you know, certain parts of there's different lakes. You know, I don't know. I don't know how they have like less food or more food or what it is. So they gotta. The water's warming up too, so that might be another reason why they're hammering stuff so hard. But it'd be real fun to have an ultralight rod out here. That'd be the day I hook into an 8-pounder or something. What was that? What was what? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll show you. So I've taken the label off of it, but it's just like, I think it's called a fish stick or something, but it's just like a chapstick type of deal. So I always try to reapply that after every bass. But oh, nice. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Matt? Matthias? Yeah. Comment. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, but thanks for coming in. Oh. I've had good luck, and unlike a regular lip chapstick, I've kept this thing, you know, for a long time. I also got a crawdad one too, or crawfish scented one as well. So I use the shad one, you know, most of the time. I use the shad one for most of my lures. If I'm throwing like a jig and pig or something, I'll put the crawdad one on, but anyway. It definitely don't hurt, that's for sure. Don't hurt to put a little scent on there. I don't know if bass can smell other bass on my lure and that affects anything or not, but I love your videos. Thanks fishing bro. Last name is pretty close. Okay. You should go back and watch my one video. I caught I was using an ultralight rod. I was just expecting to catch some small spotted bass, ended up hooking to a real nice fish. It was pulling drag on me for a while on the video, which is fun. Hopefully we can do that again this weekend. I'm gonna make one video where I just walk the creek for a while, because at a certain point it gets too shallow for my kayak, so I'm gonna do one video where I just walk the creek for as long as I can walk it. Try to pick up some spotted bass and sunfish and whatever else is in the creek. That would be fun. I'm not sure what language it is, but I can't speak it, so if you can, try to use a translator. Put in reverse, Terry. Oh, Lord, Terry. I'm back sad about Phil. Oh yeah, I heard that yesterday. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I heard that, but yeah. Yep. Oh, so I guess here's a fun fact about old Phil. Do you know he played at LSU with Terry Bradshaw? And he actually was a better football player than Terry Bradshaw. But he decided to, to chase ducks and not, throw footballs in the NFL, so. I'll take it as a compliment for sure. Oh, I'm fishing for bass. Yeah, fish for largemouth bass. Me and Phil have the same beard style. I'll take it as a compliment for sure. Au revoir. I have no idea what you're saying. I appreciate you asking me in English about what I'm catching, but after that, I couldn't tell you. I'll need a translator on my channel. I probably would like hunting, but I fish, like 300 days a year or whatever. I don't know. I fish a lot. I had a bow years ago. I had a compound bow to do some deer hunting, but I didn't really have any place to go at the time, so I ended up selling the bow. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little bow hunting in the fall and fill in the freezer with some venison, but then it's back to fishing. But and I hate the cold. So I don't think I could sit in the woods, you know, during, you know, maybe some duck hunting I could do, but oh. Do you hunt at all? Or what kind of hunting do you do? I mean, we got some big bucks around here, so. But. Some big old deer. I love, oh, mermaids, yeah. I heard some stories about, you know, about rich people eating mermaids at their parties. Senko? Oh, no Senko. More like a shaky head worm. This is what I'm throwing right here. The SMH worm by Z-Man. Oops, let's keep that up there. This is, I'm in the Midwest, fishing at a little lake. So, got some good bass in here. That's what we're doing. Caught 3 so far. Can't complain. You know what? I might go through the pipe today and just, you know, see if I can't catch them along the rocks. So we'll see. Nice, those get it done, yes sir. Seb said, good fishing. Oh, thanks, Seb. I'm going to. Oh, you're gonna start hunting? Is that what you're saying? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm going to hop off now. Goodbye. All right, bass fishing bro. Thanks for coming in. Hope to see you in the next one. What's up, G? Do you only fish for bass? Most of the time, yeah. If I'm fishing for some species of bass. But other times I'll fish for something else. Like if I'm in Florida, I like to, I throw a topwater frog for those invasive snakeheads. That's a lot of fun. So I'll target snakeheads in Florida sometimes. If it's warm enough out and I'm down there, I'll target peacock bass, which is fun, or Mayan cichlids. It just depends on where I'm fishing at too. Like if I'm fishing somewhere and maybe I just feel like throwing a small bait out there and trying to catch some big bluegill or crappie or something. But sometimes I'll throw me a hot dog out there if I'm just kind of relaxing or something on a bank somewhere. I'll try to catch a catfish or something on a piece of hot dog or whatever. But most of the time, to answer your question, I'm bass fishing, so that's what I enjoy doing. But anyway. Go a little farther here around this tree. Do you able to... Oh yeah, let me show you. Hopping off, good luck. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, yep. Take my kill switch out and show you. So I can stand up in here and I can make a cast. I can set the hook real hard, I could do kung fu in here, whatever. But yeah, it's Matter of fact, in this very spot, I had a nice bass on one of my videos recently, and I was able to stand up and get my rod up higher and get the bass over the log. So yeah, I mean, it's super stable. I've never fallen in, not yet anyway. But I don't stand up too often, but it's extremely stable when I do, so. Anyway. Hey, what's up, the boys? Who's coming in? Go, boys. Go, bears. Dang bugs. Hey, what's up, Evo? Hey, buddy. Is that cottonwood on the water? I believe so. It sounds right. It's that stuff that likes to get on my line and bind up my bait cast reel, so I backlash. Sounds right. What's up, Casey Johnson is coming in. Yep, that is, oh man, it's extremely annoying. You gotta like pretty much like wait for the suckers to dry overnight and then pick it off your line the next day. It's worse than, you know, getting moss on your lure. At least that comes off fairly easy. There we go. I'm falling in this bush. We'll see. Mountain braid. my tail. Hang on, guys, I'll check your messages here in a second. Get behind this tree here. Just like to subscribe, buddy. All right, thanks, Scooter. Scooter and Skeeter. What's up, Mac? Have you caught anything? I've caught, what have I caught? 3 or 4 bass. So, one was about, lost my paddle. A little shallow in here. It's helpful. We don't have a second rod in here to worry about. You can just, you can just go through trees. All right. Nice catches, thank you. They fought hard, so they weren't too big, but a couple pound and a half, one about 2 pounds probably. But they fought like they were bigger, that's for sure. Oh, here goes the pupper. I see you, buddy. Nope. I know. Good boy, you're a good girl. Let's go, pup. I'm leaving, don't bark at me. This spy ain't no good anyway. Keep on trucking. Oh, pupperoni. Still looking down. Shit, there's some light water. I'll start fishing right here. It's time to put my battery pack on. Oh, I thought I forgot it. It's right here. I forgot I put it down there. Gotta be able to extend the live stream here, so. There we go. All right, contact. Let's go. Oops. Oh, thanks, Drill and Chill. Nice catches, thank you. I guess there was no sound. Yeah, I cast it up on that culvert. Yep. So, yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I was over there, and there was a couple people fishing on the bank, and they asked me what I was using. So I just caught a real nice bass out of like around the edge of the pipe. Right as the current was coming through, it hooked into like I don't know, like a nice 3-pounder or something, 4-pounder maybe. But so I went over there and got the kayak and was showing them what bait I was using, and I was answering any questions they may have had, and helped them put on a new bait. I'd probably end up catching something. Hopefully, anyway. Oh yeah, I mean there's some. Every once in a while I'll catch one inside that pipe, and I always try to fish, you know, the current that flows through there on the outside of it. Jump in and get them. No, it's okay. I try to yield to the bank fishermen. I wanted to fish that rocky bank, but there's a few people fishing on it, so I just said forget it. Let them fish on it. I'll fish down these rocks though, for sure. Fish on. Oh, that was the tiniest bass I've ever seen. That was the smallest bass I think I've ever seen. Oh yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes I get a bite and I'll really lay into it and the fish come flying out of the water. It does happen. I'm snagged up right now. There it goes. Two more casts. If you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask if you have any. I'm getting ready to get off here in a few minutes. There it goes. We had a pretty good day today. Caught I think we caught like six or so bass. So a couple nice ones. They all fought pretty hard. So 6 or 7 bass. Anywhere from 1.5 pounds to 4 pounds, I'd say. So 3.5, something like that. But I appreciate everybody coming in today, tuning in and watching, and all the likes and love and support. I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the returning views and all the returning subs and all the new subs and all the people that tuned in today. I really appreciate it all. So I'll be back on here probably Friday. If not, I'll be back on sometime next week. Usually I'm on here every day, but it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, so it's 50-50 tomorrow and 50-50 Friday. I'll be out here fishing on my live stream. But I'm definitely gonna go down the river this weekend and shoot some footage, you know, on the river and the creeks and stuff, and then I'll post those videos probably this weekend or next week sometime if you want to check that out. But anyway, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys the next one. Have a good day, have a good night wherever you're at in the world. See you later.